in the street, back to that street and all of that. So it's not like the car went from engine and directly to Guy Gibson immediately. So there were several stops and ignition, unlock, excessive speeding, idling, and all of those. So that's why he was stamped to answer the questions that were posed to him. As the court pleases, my lord.
Mr. Sibande.
As the court pleases, my lord, the AVL is on record, will argue that point.
Okay, fine. You persist that your version is correct.
Indeed so.
Right? It says you must argue the point, Mr. Rasmus Ekiti.
As the court pleases, my lord.
Yes, sir.
Now let us proceed now. Just want to recap on something and then we proceed. My question to you is, you've been cooperating from the boardroom up until the stage you were at the garage.
Ulibele usebenzisana namaphoyisa yonke into ebathi uyenze yonke into ebathi uyikhulume ulibele uyayenza kufikela egarage.
Cha Nkosi enkantolo.
No, my lord.
As well as at Carltonville.
Nase Carltonville.
Ngangazi Nkosi enkantolo kiwe Carltonville ngibone sengikhona Carltonville.
I did not know that we were going to Carltonville. I just saw that we have arrived in Carltonville, my lord.
Nokhishwa kwami emaseleni Nkosi enkantolo ngangazi ukuthi ngiyaphi. Ngibone senje sekuthiwa ngena la.
Even when I was taken out of the cells or booked out, I did not know. I just heard that I should go in.
And then when you arrived at that garage, was there any pressure on you to say something?
Uma ufika lapha egarage, kuye kwaba nengqindezi yokuthi ukhulume into ethize.
Awukho umbuzo wabengibuza wona Nkosi enkantolo egarage. Bengibuza imibuzo kase bengishupa Nkosi enkantolo.
I was not asked a question at the garage. The only time when I was asked questions, it was when I was being tubed.
Did you sustain any injuries there at that particular filling station?
Uye walimala laphayana egarage.
Nkosi enkantolo ngilimale kakhulu estepisini apha engafika ngincithe khona ama handcuff la.
I sustained an injury more when I was there by that stairs when I was handcuffed.
Khona la sikhathi bengishupa emotweni Nkosi enkantolo. Ngasho ama handcuff ayengedla phela uma ungishupa ngizozama ukungifasa ngizozama ukuphakama ama handcuff izandla ngeke ayiphakame endawonye. Khona siyaphansi khona siyaphezulu. I-handcuff iyadlana Nkosi enkantolo.
My lord, when I was tubed in the vehicle, I can say that I did sustain injuries as the handcuffs would move from one hand to another. As when I was tubed, I tried standing up and trying to use my hands, and that's when a handcuff would injure me.
Can you give this court a clear picture of the sum total of the assault that was meted out in that particular filling station?
Tumshushisi ke ake utshele inkantolo ukuthi ukushawa laphayana egarage kushawe kanjani futhi isikhathi mhlawumbe esingakana.
Nkosi enkantolo sibe sithi isikhathi engesihlale lapha mina emontweni kaJonathan lapha ngifaka uplastic thiwa khuluma wena khuluma ngithi ngibuthi ngikhulume ini.
My lord, there is a long period that I stayed in that vehicle of Jonathan when I was tubed and told to speak.
So you were tubed, and then what else?
Bengifake iplastic ekhanda Nkosi enkantolo bethi khuluma wena khuluma noma bhena ngithi ngikhulume noma manje ngiyasho mina. Lento ngibuza wena angiyazi mina lento ngibuza wena.
I was tubed, my lord, and busy. They were busy telling me to speak to Mabena. And I had told them that I do not know what I was being asked.
So ngeke ngazi ukuthi isikhathi kwakubani kwaze kwafika kusiphi isikhathi.
Therefore, I would not know from what time until what time did this incident take place.
You were tubed, and then what else? I want to understand what else happened to you.
Uthe bakutshubile nani futhi bakufakele ya plastic ikona ukutshuba nje.
Bangifaka iplastic lapha ngisela egarage akaze bangenze ngalento abengenza ngale engilimaza amathumbu leyo yenziwe sesile esigangeni.
I was tubed, my lord, whilst we were still in the garage. I was not tortured with that electronic mechanism whilst we were at the garage. That happened later on.
So what do you mean when they say they tubed you? Just explain that.
Ake uchaze uma uthi bakutshubile uchaza ukuthini.
Angithi Nkosi enkantolo uma ungifaka uplastic ekhanda kade ungenza yini?
My
Ngoba
Lord.
yeke ukuthi ungihlukumeze kakhulu.
My Lord, when I am referring to being choked, I refer to when a plastic was placed on my head.
What do you understand by being tortured?
Uzwisisa ini ngokuhlukunyezwa?
Ngicela ungiphindele.
Yini mhlawumbe ukuhlukunyezwa?
Ukuhlukumeza ukwenza into ongayijwayelanga nongayazi nokukufostela ukuthi yenza lento athi ngikhuluma ngiqamba amanga.
Being tortured is doing something against your will and something that you do not know, or being forced to say something.
Ukungishaya
that you do
Nkosi
not know.
enkantolo ungishaya into engayazi ukungihlukumeza.
And being assaulted for something that you do not know, it's also being tortured.
So let me get this right. Were you being assaulted physically other than being choked?
Manje ngaphandle kokuthi bakufakele ya plastic, bebakade bekushaya nana ngezandla.
Ngikhulumile phambi Nkosi enkantolo zange ngikhahlela umuntu owangishaya ngibona ngathi ngangishaya bani phakathi kwabo ngoba uplastic mala umuntu eshaya uplastic athi khuluma eshaya ngizokhala empamala. Angiboni ukuthi ngishaya bani la.
My Lord, I was kicked and I could not see who kicked me. And as I was covered with a plastic, when a person slaps me, I would not see who is slapping me.
Okay, now let us proceed. Let me understand this properly. You just mentioned now that you also kicked.
Uthi ke umshushisi ake azwisise kahle uqeda ukuthi bebakukhahlela.
Ngithe lapha phambi Nkosi enkantolo angishongo ukuthi bangikhahlela. Mina ngithe lapha phambi Nkosi enkantolo makhathi bengifaka uplastic lapha ekhanda ngangingaboni ukuthi ngibani kahle kahle oshaya mina la ngempama esihlathini.
My Lord, I never said here in court that I was being kicked. Instead, when I was choked, I could not see who is the person that was slapping me.
Okay, so let's proceed.
It has kubeke.
Yes, Nkosi.
Now you get into this Toyota Fortuner. The car start driving.
Manje ke ungena laphayana kwi-Toyota Fortuner bese iyahamba imoto.
Ngazi 18 Nkosi enkantolo.
Are you referring to the 18th?
That's correct.
Uthi yebo ye 18.
Yebo Nkosi enkantolo.
Yes, my Lord.
Could you tell how long did the car drive for?
Ungasho ukuthi imoto ihambe isikhathi esingakanani?
Mayiya kuphi mhlawumbe Nkosi enkantolo?
Where was the car going as you are
From when it departed the garage.
kusukela ma isuka egarage?
Nkosi enkantolo ngeke ngikwazi ukukala idistance emoto Nkosi enkantolo ngoba makumnyama ngingabona ukuthi inguphi ngeke ngikwazi ukukala lonto.
I would not be able to estimate the distance, my Lord, as it was dark and I did not know where I was going.
But you confirm that it did leave that particular area.
Kodwa uyavuma ukuthi imoto iye yahamba kuleya ndawo.
Iphumile garage lapha engabona khona garage lapha eyihamba khona ngibona ukuthi yayihamba.
Yes, the vehicle did leave the garage, but I did not know the area where it was driving at.
And it is evidence that was presented in this court that the only other recorded stop, it was at Guy Gibson Avenue for only 9 minutes.
Bufakazi buthi la imoto iye yama khona ime laphayana eGuy Gibson Avenue imanje imizuzu eyishaka lolu.
Angazi mina Nkosi enkantolo ngoba nguye otshena mina azange ngisho ukuthi imoto yami isikhathi esingaka imoto yami akuphi asikho ngisho istrade engangasibiza mina ngegama laso.
I don't know, my Lord. I am just hearing as the state is putting it to me. I have never mentioned even a single street that the vehicle had stopped at such a street. Even the time, I do not remember.
And from that point, the vehicle drove straight to Pretoria North Subs, where you were detained.
Bese ke imoto mayisuka lapho iye yashayelwa kufikela izifika esiphoyiseni sasePitori la uye wafakwa khona emaseleni.
ngiyezwa ngoba kusho yena mina azange ngibone.
I hear it as the state is saying it. I did not see that.
So when you're saying you did not see that, explain that.
Uma uthi awuzange ukubone akuchaze lapho.
Angithi ngiphendula inkulumo lo mshushisi ayikhuluma ukuthi imoto ihambe straight.
I am answering to what the state is referring to, that the vehicle drove straight to Pretoria North.
So let me ask you, from that place where you said is a dumping area, where did the vehicle go to?
Manje kusuka kuleya ndawo la wena uthi kulabe kade kulahlwa khona izinto, imoto iye yayapi?
Yahamba ngiyazi ukuthi ayiyakuphi angithi mina igula nilazi kwasenkantolo.
It drove, and I do not know where was the vehicle going to, as I am not familiar with the Gauteng province.
Did it eventually reach Pretoria North police
Igcine
station?
seyifikile police station yase Pretoria North.
Kungenzeka ngoba
It is possible.
Where did you sleep on that particular day, or where did you end up getting to?
Ulele phi ngaleli langa noma ugcine sowufika phi?
ngagcina sengifika khona e-police station kwasenkantolo manje ngeke ngisho ukuthi yiphi i-police station ngoba phela maningi ama-police station mina ngihlale kuwo kwasenkantolo.
I ended up at a police station. I cannot specify which police station was it because there are a lot of police stations which I was kept at.
But when you gave your evidence in chief, you did mention or you did concede that particular police station is Pretoria North.
Kodwa ngalesikhathi uqala uphana ngobufakazi bakho wena uye washo ukuthi leyo police station yona iPretoria North.
Kwasenkantolo ngiyathemba mina angishongo ukuthi iyona ngithemba mina kwasenkantolo la ngangiyibona isifika kuleyo police station efike kuyo ngifike ngene ngivulela ngaphakathi ngilala.
My Lord, I believe in my evidence in chief I did not say specifically that this was Pretoria police station. I just said I just saw when we had arrived at a police station and the cell would be open, then I would sleep.
Ngummeli wami ebengikhumbuza ngama police station.
It was my advocate who was reminding me about the police stations.
So without being reminded, you do not know those places.
Ngaphandle kokukhunjuzwa wena wawukade ungazazi lezo indawo.
Ngangikade ngazazi kwasenkantolo ukulala la ulala uzogcina waziphi uthi ulalaphi.
I did not know the police stations as I was sleeping from one police station to another, and how would you know where were you sleeping?
So now you arrive at that particular station. What happened after that?
Wafika ke kuleyo police station kwayenzakalani ngemva kwalokho?
Onke ama-police station kwasenkantolo bengifika khona befike ngimiswe imoto umhana angene ngaphakathi mina ngishiyeka emotweni noba mabhena.
At all the police stations where I was placed, my Lord, Mukhane would park the vehicle. He would then go inside and leave me with Mabena.
And according to Sergeant Mabena, you were booked in there at around 1:40 or 2:40 a.m. on the 19th of June now.
Ukuya ngobufakazi buka Sergeant Mabena uthi yena ufikiswe epolice station bekusele imizuzu engamashumi 20 ngaphambi kwehora lesibini noma imizuzu emashumi 20 ngaphambi kwehora lesithathu Ntathakusa.
Mabhena or
For
Mhani.
clarification, it was not Mabena. Mabena is late. It was Mohani.
Sergeant Mohani, apologies for that.
Uthi ukuya ngo Sergeant Mukhani hayi uMabena ukhuluma ngoMukhani.
Uthi cela ngiphindelane ngicabeka.
Ukuya ngoMukhani uthe ufike laphayana esiphoyiseni ubukhwe ngo-22 noma ngo-22:03 Ntathakusa.
Angeke ngiphikisana naye kwasenkantolo nguye wayebhala mina ngibonanga ukuthi wayebhala ukuthini.
I would not dispute that as he is the one that was writing and I did not see what he was writing, my Lord.
Futhi angimbonanga lapha ebhala noma wangena ngalo bese bila nokheke mayongikhelela emaseleni.
And I did not see him as he was writing as well because he would just go into the cells and then come back with the keys and place me in a cell.
And the corresponding AVL record says that you're at Ben Fillion Street in Pretoria North.
I-AVL iyasho nayo ukuthi wawukade use-Belfen emgaqweni uBelfen Yun la ePretoria.
Yebo ngiyezwa ngoba ngiwazi mina.
Yes, I hear since I do not know that area.
And then you were booked out again on the 19th of June 2020.
Bakukhipha futhi nge-19 zika June 2020.
Yebo Nkosi enkantolo.
That is correct, my lord.
That was the early hours of the morning.
Ntathakusa.
Yebo ngiyezwa Nkosi enkantolo.
Yes, I hear, my lord.
And then the GPS says that you were at Pretoria North Police Station.
I-AVL noma i-GPS yona ithi yawukade use-Pretoria North Police Station.
Yebo ngiyezwa Nkosi enkantolo ngoba kushoyo.
Yes, I can hear that.
That was
Yes,
around
yes.
10 to 5 in the morning.
Uthi kwakade kusele imizuzu elishumi ngaphambi kwehora lesihlanu Ntathakusa.
Yebo ngiyezwa Nkosi enkantolo.
Yes, I hear that.
And then just start from there when you were booked out. 10 to 5 in the morning on the 19th day of June 2020. What happened from there?
Qala ke lapho ngaleli suku le-19 zika June 2020 ekseni ngo-10 to 5 kwenzakele nokusuka lapho.
Ngiphumile Nkosi enkantolo emaseleni ngivulela ngoyomkhami.
I went out of the cells as they were opened by Mukhani,
Ngahamba ngangena emontweni lapha ngafika ngathola khona Sergeant Mabena naye.
and I went into the vehicle where I found Sergeant Mabena.
Mangifika lapho umkhane na wendlula sengenile emoto esengena Mabena wangena ngapha ajwayele ukungena ngakhona ngapha lapha janje ungena ngakhona masingena lesa le police station.
And then Sergeant Mukhani passed as he normally would do when we go into that police station.
Wabuya ka wangena emotweni kwaseke ekhipha imoto sahamba.
And then he came back into the vehicle. And
Angibonanga
that's when we
kodwa
left.
angibonanga ukuthi imoto yayihamba kuphi Nkosi enkantolo ukuthi eyiya kuphi. Ngayibona nje sifika imali lapha emakhona.
I did not see where the vehicle was going to. I only started seeing it when it stopped.
Okay, let's stop where it stopped. Let's just go back. At 2:30 in the morning on the 19th day of June 2020, an entry was made. Investigation back, Detective Sergeant Mukhane of National Cold Case Unit booked back one male suspect of murder on Nongoma case 16163 of 10/2018, Bongani Ntanzi, SAPC 14/64/6 of 20, SAPS 14A CS 1266765 book bag without any complaints or injuries.
Uye wabhala ke uSergeant Mukhani laphayana ukuthi uma ekubuyisa laphaya epolice station Ntathakusa yena ubhale ukuthi ubuyisiwe bongenazo ikhalazo futhi wawukade ungalimazwanga noma wawukade ungalimalanga.
Nkosi enkantolo ngiyethemba ukuthi lento le ngoba ifunda umshushisi uthi ibhalwe ngomkhami akazange ngibuze mina lonto la kayibhalanga phambi kwami futhi la ngibona futhi alikho iphoyisa eleza kimi lase station ndazongibuza ukuthi nginesikhalo na khona into eyenziwe kimi wrong alikho.
My lord, I believe as the state is reading it, it was written by Sergeant Mukhani. I was never asked, and there is not even a single police officer who came to me and asked me if I had any complaint or any injuries.
Ngiyethemba lapha phambi kwenkosi enkantolo ngitshela inkosi enkantolo ukuthi lento lena ngiqala ejele eprison eRamshana eRustenburg ngaphinde ngayibona lapha eHose Mapulo yokubuza ukuthi uright unesikhalo.
And I have also testified that I started seeing or hearing that do I have any complaints at Ramushane prison in Northwest and also had it here at Khosimampuru prison.
So Mukhane is not the person that wrote on this document. It was written there at the police station. He only signed that you were correctly handed.
Uthi akusu Mukhani obekade ebhala laphayana. Yena uMukhani usayinile nje leya ncwadi ibhalwe abase police station ukuthi umhani ulethe umsolwa lo msolwa wayekade engenazo ikhalazo futhi angalimalanga umhani wasa.
ingakho nje phambi kwenkosi enkantolo ngithi mina angibonanga.
That is why I am even saying I did not see.
And then at 2:35, suspect charged, Detective Sergeant Mukhane of National Cold Case Unit charged one male suspect of murder on Nongoma case 163 of 10/6 of 2018, Bongani Ntanzi, with cell 6406 of 2020, SAP 14A S1266765.
Uthi ke futhi ngalo lelo langa umsolwa yena wathweswa amacala noma icala leli laseNongoma.
Nkosi enkantolo mina ngiqala ukuzwa lapho kuthiwa nginecala kwaNongoma.
My Lord, it was my first time hearing here in court that I have a matter in Nongoma.
Nkosi enkantolo mina ekhaya ngigida ingoma. Lapho engigida khona ingoma kusokugcwala wonke amaphoyisa. Iphoyisa lakwaNongoma, iphoyisa lasemahlabathini, iphoyisa lakwaceza, iphoyisa lasengoma. Alikho iphoyisa ngakho ngisho inkosi imbala isuka ikhona inkosi lekhothen. Ngiyamangala makuthiwa nginecala ngalo. Labathi ngaba bangibophi ngani ngoba phela ngihlale ngibiziwa ngapha ngespeaker.
My Lord, at home I normally go to a dance festival wherein there are a lot of police officers, there are kings, even the late king was there, and there's always speakers. I'm surprised why was I not arrested, as there's speakers that always calls my name and I've never been arrested.
Makuthiwa nkosi enkantolo serious necala kwaNongoma ngeqiniso nje. Mina nginecala kwaNongoma nkosi enkantolo manje yakho ngisakusho.
If seriously I had a pending case in Kwanongoma, my Lord, I am confidently saying I do not have any outstanding case in Kwanongoma.
I did not ask you for that, but thank you for that information. Evidence led in this court is that there were regular cell inspection or visits where detainees were asked if they have any complaints.
Uthumshushisi bekangakubuzi lokho kodwa uyabonga futhi kuye kwabhalwa nokuthi ubufakazi buzile la enkantolo ukuthi kwakade kuvakashelwa amaseli mihla namalanga kuyohlolwa ukuthi banazo na ikhalazo labantu laba ababushiwe.
Nkosi enkantolo ngizange ngibe nevisit emaseleni.
My Lord, I've never had any visit in the cells.
Thank you. 10 to 4, and then you are booked out now. Then take me through the booking out of 10 to 4 by Detective Sergeant Mukhane of National Cold Cases Unit with one male suspect of murder as per Nongoma case, Bongani Ntanzi.
Ngo 10 to 4 ke usuyakhishwa ke laphayana eselini kuthiwa icala wakade kuyilelana la kwaNongoma uthi ke umazise ukuthi kwenzakeleni ke uma sisokhishwa laphayana eselini ngo 10 to 4.
Bangihambisile nkosi enkantolo kwenye indawo engayaziyo.
They took me to a certain place which I did not know.
Lapho engafika khona kukhona abantu ngathi babephethe amabhodi lapho esangena khona beme gateini la khona becula ingoma bephethe amabhodi.
And I found that there were certain people standing there by the gate holding boards as we were going into the gate.
Nakhona ngafike ngahlala emotweni.
And even at that place I remained in the vehicle.
Can you describe that place that you were taken to?
Akuchaze leyo ndawo ewahanjiswa kuyo.
Imoto nkosi enkantolo ingenile mayingene yangena nje yafika yama phakathi naphakathi kuma parking nje khona nje.
The vehicle went into the parking lot and just stopped in the middle of the parking lot.
What can you see from the nearing place, or what can you see, or what can you observe?
Wawukade ubonani laphayana eduze kuleya ndawo?
Ngangibona ngathi indawo yakhiwe nje mina ngazi phela kwakhiwe ngoba akaze ngiphume emontweni nkosi enkantolo mina indawo nje yayi nawa ngapha kune gate kubiyiwe nangapha yabona ukuthi kubiyiwe ngoba nabantu bagcwele lapha khona bagcwele lapha namavena yangena ngazi ukuthi kuphi mina.
I just saw a building which had gates and there were other vans that were going in. I do not know what was that place as I was in the vehicle.
Was it not your evidence on Thursday that that particular place that you got into at the gate is written Orlando?
Bekungasubufakazi bakho na ngolwesine ukuthi le ndawo ewungene kuyo yayikade ibhalwe Orlando esangweni.
Cha, leyo ilapha engangishawela khona mangathiwa ngikhumbula kahle lapha engangishawela ukuthi ngabona igate ebhali Orlando ngaphakathi nama ATM angishongo ukuthi ngalendlela osongibuza ngayo mina.
No, my lord, that particular place that you are referring to, it is a place where I was assaulted, where inside there were ATMs.
And
that place is written
And kulo ndawo
Orlando.
leyo ngiyibone late lena sikhuluma ngayo sikhuluma indaba sekuseni.
And that place that you are referring to, I saw it late. The one that we are speaking about currently, it's the one of the morning.
So that place that you were at inside the vehicle is not a police station.
Le ndawo le bukade ukuyo emotweni bekungase kuse police station.
Ekuseni Nkosi enkantolo.
Are you referring to
That's
the
correct.
UTL? Excellent.
Angazi ngoba ngitshenwa Nkosi enkantolo ukuthi kuphi la.
I do not know, as I was not told of where that place was.
Is it a place that you can describe as a police station?
Yindawo ewena ungayichaza uthi iyi police station.
Nama police station angangichaza maphela mina ilanga lokuqala ngiboshwa mina ngangisho police station soyakhiwa kanjani soyakhiwa kanjani ngoba azange ngibone nangaphandle kwayo.
I would not even be able to explain or describe the police stations, as it was my first time being arrested.
Was there a building there inside that particular place?
Kwakade kunendawo eyakhiwe.
Ngishilo phambi Nkosi enkantolo khona indawo ezakhiwe but ngoba ngangisemontweni ukubuka ngamehlo so nokungena phakathi unomehlo.
I have stated here in court that there is a building, and looking at a place and going inside a place is different.
Was that not Chris Hani Baragwanath Hospital?
Kwakade kungasi isibhedlela se-Chris Hani Baragwanath.
Ngaleso sikhathi ekuseni
At that time in the morning,
That's correct.
uthi yebo.
cha
No,
So how long were you in that particular place?
kuleyo ndawo ube lapho isikhathi esingakanani?
angisazi isikhathi Nkosi enkantolo.
I do not know, my lord.
Evidence in this court is that from Pretoria North, you were taken to Moroka Police Station.
Ubufakazi obuzela inkantolo bathe ukusuka ePretoria North uye wathathwa wayisiwa eMoroka Police Station.
Yebo ngiyazwa Nkosi enkantolo.
Yes, I can hear that.
What is your comment?
Wena uthini uma uphawula?
Angeke ngicomment oba ngangazi Nkosi enkantolo ukuthi kuphi.
I cannot comment
Ngoba-
because I do not know what was that place.
Ngoba seyasho ke mthi kwakukuphi. Ngithi yebo ngiyavuma.
However, as you are stating it to me, that where was that place, I would agree with that.
And the vehicle arrived there around 6:15 at near Koma Street, Lamini, Soweto.
Imoto ifike laphayana ngo6:15 ekseni ngasemgaqweni obizwa iKoma eDlamini eSoweto.
Yebo ngiyazwa Nkosi enkantolo.
Yes, I hear that, my lord.
And the AVL also revealed that that particular place is the Moroka Police Station.
Futhi nale ncwadi le ebizwa iAVL ibonisa ukuthi leyo ndawo ipolice station yaseMoroka.
Yebo ngiyazwa Nkosi enkantolo angeke ngiphikisane la ngoba into ayifunda umshushi sayibukayo.
Yes, I can hear that, and I would not dispute it, as that is what the state is reading.
And that vehicle left Moroka around 11:59. That's when it started up and it left that particular place.
Leo moto ke yahamba khona eMoroka police station uma kusele umzuzu ngaphambi kwehora le12 emini kula ye yaduma khona yahamba.
Yebo ngiyazwa.
Yes, I can hear that.
And it was in that particular place where Constable Jonathan from Ekurhuleni Metro Police SWAT unit handed you over to Colonel Rapadu.
Ingaleso sikhathi la uConstable Jonathan owasisiphoyiseni semetro ye Ekurhuleni yena uye wakunikezela ke ku Colonel Rapadu.
la phambi kwenkosi enkantolo ngiphinde ngasho ngathi no ubaba lo ngimbone emini ethathwa kuphi le ayethathwa khona ngangingazi ukuthi isibhedlela noma yini lapha ayethathwa khona hayi eksena ngaze ngidibana lo baba eksena.
My Lord, I have testified that this gentleman, I only saw him in the afternoon where he was taken. I'm not sure whether was it at the hospital or what, but I have never seen him in the morning.
And then we'll get back to what happened between you and Colonel Rapadu. And then this vehicle from this police station, it drove to court in Fosloras.
Uthi ke imoto le sizobuyela lapha la ukuthi kwenzakele phakathi kwakho nalo. Imoto leyana kusuka lapha e-police station iye yashayelwa yafika e-court yase Fosloras.
Yebo ngiyezwa ngoba nguyongiholayo.
Yes, I can hear as you are leading me.
And then this is consistent with what the AVL says and what Sergeant Mokhane says before this court.
Leyo nto ihambisana nalento ekhulunywa yiyo lamaphepha we-AVL nento ekhulunywe uSergeant Mokhane.
Yebo.
Yes.
And it's also consistent with the cell registers at the cell register of Fosloras court.
Uthi yahambisana futhi ne-register yamasel wasenkantolo yase Fosloras.
Ngiyethemba nankosi enkantolo ayikho into engeke ngathi la ngiyayiphikisa ngithemina okay ngoba ngiyezwa kusho wena nkosi enkantolo.
I believe, my Lord, there is nothing that I have disputed thus far as you have been saying it.
So you're not disputing it.
Awuphikisani nayo lento elibele khulunywa umshushisi.
Lokho angitshena khona ngathi ihambisana nokwamasela ngangithi mina ngiphethe phepha la ngibone nguye oleda mina.
What you are saying, that it also corroborates that information that is on the cell register, I cannot dispute as you are leading me, and I do not have any document in front of me.
Do you dispute that at some stage you were taken to a court in Fosloras?
Uyaphika ukuthi uye wayisiwa enkantolo yase Fosloras.
Nalapha phambi kwenkantolo angishongo ukuthi ngiphikile ngithe angazi ukuthi kwakukuphi lapha engaya khona.
Even here in court, I never disputed that. I said I did not know where was I taken to.
And that court appearance is supported by the AVL report as well.
Nako lokho ukuya enkantolo kuyabona kuhanjisana futhi naleli daba olukhulunywa yile phepha ele AVL.
Yebo.
Yes.
Okay. From the court, where did you go?
Manisuke enkantolo niyephi?
Imoto ihambile nkosi enkantolo ngangayibona ukuthi ihamba kuphi lapha engaze yafika yamakhona sekuqhamuka lo baba lo oweza nomama nengane wafika wangena lapha emontweni kimi.
The vehicle drove to a place which I did not know, and then this particular gentleman arrived with a child and a woman whom he entered the vehicle.
Can you describe that location?
Leyo ndawo ungayichaza ukuthi bekuyindawo enjani?
Angithi lapha safika samakhona kune gate la nkosi enkantolo.
There is a gate,
Kuphuma ama taxi imoto eziningi ziyangena ziyaphuma la kule gate le.
and taxis are going in and out, and other vehicles.
Ngoba bona baphuma bamaphandle bekhuluma nefoni ngabona nje siqhamuka umuntu bekhuluma naye wangena emontweni bamnikeza ifile bemnika lona eli brown.
And they were speaking they went out of the vehicle and they spoke on the phone. Then a particular person came and they gave that person a brown file,
Ngoba lo muntu ngangihlele naye mina lapha emuva la.
because I was now seated with this particular person at the back of the vehicle.
Mayiqeda lapha imoto futhi yasuka yahamba ngibona ukuthi yayihamba phi.
And that vehicle then left, drove off. I did not see where was it driving to.
Ingakho lapha phambi kwenkosi enkantolo lapha imoto ayima khona ngangifike ngibuka ukuthi imikuphi wami isimile imoto.
And
Buka
that is-
noma yini la.
That is why I am also saying that wherever the vehicle would stop, that is when I would look around so that I would be able to see where were we.
So did you see anything written Chris Hani Baragwanath Hospital there?
Ikhona into mhlawumbe ebekade ibhalwe Chris Hani Baragwanath Hospital lapha.
Angithi ifastela lehlisiwe ngakemi. Umuntu mayekhuluma nefoni uthi uyongena esibhedlela kuphi kuphi. Ngizokrema lelo gama lelo.
As the window was taken down on my side, and when a person would be speaking on the phone that they would be going to such a hospital, I would be able to cram such.
So it is not what you saw, it is what you heard.
Akusi into ewuyibonile ukuthi yayikade ibhaliwe, into ewuyizwile.
Angibonanga Nkosi enkantolo ngoba nommeli wami baba uMngomezulu ngamtshena naye ukuthi baba uMngomezulu kunemoto lapha ehambe khona yayoma endaweni eso, but kodwa lo muntu lo ngamuze ekhuluma nefone ethi isibhedlela ngabuza baba uMngomezulu isibhedlela sikuphi isibhedlela salapha eGoli egcwala khona amatekisi amaningi. Baba uMngomezulu waseke ayintshela usazolandela a check ukuthi ngabe isiphi sosibhedlela.
And even Mr. Mngomezulu, I told him that I did not see any writing on the wall. I heard, and I even informed him of such. I described a hospital where there are a lot of vehicles that are passing there, and I asked him which hospital could that be, and Mr. Mngomezulu said he would still make his research.
So after he made the research, did he come back to you to tell you it was Chris Hani Baragwanath Hospital?
Ngemva kokuthi sekaye wayobheka umnumzana uMngomezulu ke uye wabuya kuwe wazokutshela ukuthi leso sibhedlela kwakade kuyi Chris Hani Baragwanath Hospital.
Yebo ungikhombisile lapha.
Yes, he came to me and showed me.
What did he show you?
Ukubonise ini?
Amaphepha lawa wayewafunda khomba ukuthi le moto ihambela le moto ihambela le moto ihambela.
Documents that he was reading that that vehicle drove on such a road.
Is it a document similar to this one?
Incwadi efana nale
I can borrow you this document.
uthi angakuboleka yona uyibheke ukuthi iyona mhlawumbe.
Ngani masingaqala ngapha.
Can we page through?
Yes.
Yebo wasikhombisa wona.
Yes, he did show us this document.
So he did show you this correct document.
Ukubonisile le ncwadi.
Ungibonisile mayekhomba ethi nakho nala.
Yes, he did show me, and he was pointing at places or areas where the vehicle drove.
So it is also your evidence before this court that this vehicle stopped at that particular place.
Nawe ubufakazi bakho ukuthi le moto iye yama kuleyo ndawo.
Angishongo njalo Nkosi enkantolo mina lokho angikwazi ukuchaza ukuthina. Ngithi mina ngangitshela ngobaba uMngomezulu.
I did not say that, my lord, as I do not know what does the AVL report speaks to, and I was just told by Mr. Mngomezulu.
Let us move away from what Mngomezulu told you. On the date in question, did this vehicle stop at that particular area?
Uthi asisuke ke kuloko obaba uMngomezulu wakutshela bona. Ngalelo langa imoto leyana iye yama na kule ndawo le ukhuluma ngayo.
Lapha engithi yama khona kuma parking.
Are you referring to the place where there were parking lots?
No, at the place where you overheard them saying it's a hospital.
Uthi le ndawo le ubezwe bebakade bekhuluma bathi kusesibhedlela. Iye yama na imoto khona.
Ngiyethemba yema ngitshela Nkosi enkantolo ukuthi imoto yafika yama kuma parking endaweni eso.
I believe I am the one that has said it in court that the vehicle stopped at such a parking lot.
At the place that you heard is a hospital. I want to get you right.
Uthi ufuna ukuzwa kahle ukhuluma ngendawo le ebokade uthi uzwe ocingweni bakhuluma bathi kusesibhedlela.
Sikhuluma ngayo Nkosi enkantolo.
Yes, that's the very same place.
But according to this document that Mr. Mngomezulu showed you, there is no way recorded that this vehicle stopped.
Uthi ukuya ngale liphepha akukho la kubhalwe khona ukuthi imoto iye yama.
If it may please the court, my lord, according to the AVL record, it shows that for plus minus 10 minutes or so, 12 minutes, there was what's called ignition off at Para Hospital, my lord. As the court proceeds.
Yes, Mr. Silanda.
My lord, as far as I'm concerned, the vehicle went to GPS unlocked, not
So
stopped.
it's a difference.
Yes, GPS unlocked. It's
Yeah, GPS doesn't mean it stopped. According to you, sir, you, Mr.
Yes.
Bandit, Sibanda.
GPS unlocked does not mean the vehicle locked, it's stopped or stationary.
And you, Mr. Pidi, you say it means it stopped.
My lord, we'll have to revisit it to see whether there was a
Sir,
odometer
just
reading.
asking because I want to
Yes.
understand.
Yes.
According to you, the vehicle stopped.
According to my understanding, my lord, that
Fine,
is
yeah,
it.
that's all.
As the court pleases, my lord.
Mr. Dupre did explain the meaning of GPS unlocked, my lord. Escort, please. So yes, that is the version that I put to you, that the vehicle, according to this record, it did not stop, and as per the evidence of Mr. Dupre,
uthi iyona into akutshela yona ukuthi ubuya ngobufakazi obukhona la enkantolo obuze ngomnumzana uDiprie imoto ayizange ime kule ndawo le uthi kuthiwa babukade kusesibhedlela.
Kusenkantolo imoto yama lapho kuma parking. Yama sangena straight kuma parking yama.
My lord, the vehicle stopped at the parking lot. We went in and it stopped.
Kuleya parking kusenkantolo imoto zendlula la. Ngemo amateksi ayaphuma la imoto indawo ehlala ibhizi amateksi ayapipita pipi amateksi angena lapho.
And that is a very busy road where there were taxis as well, and taxis were moving in and out of that area.
yes, then the vehicle then go past that place now in the afternoon. What happened next?
Uthi imoto ke seyadlula kuleyo ndawo emini bese kuyenzakalani ngemva kwalokho?
Ihambile nkosenkantolo ngoba ubaba lo wayesengenile emontweni lapha ngihleli naye ngemuva.
The vehicle then drove off as that gentleman had now went into the vehicle.
Yahamba yaziyoma lapha engathi yama khona lapha ngafika ngabona khona igate ebhala ukuthi Orlando gate.
And it went and stopped at a particular place which I said it was written on the gate Orlando.
And then any identifying features of that place?
Kwakade khona enye into mhlawumbe ebekade ungayikhomba ukuthi nale ngiyibonile noma la kunani.
Angithi inkosenkantolo imoto mayimile ibuke gate ngala ngaphakathi nangibona khona ama ATM ngala ngaphakathi.
My lord, as the vehicle had stopped by the gate, inside I saw ATMs.
Ngoba lento le ngathi ayigreathiwa indunduma ngapha ngiyibone sengiphumile emotweni lakhathi sengizoma ngapha.
And-
Lapha ngangishawela ngakhona.
And where there was something that was grated, which was a hill sort of, I saw it as I had went out of the vehicle and I was assaulted.
According to the AVL report, that vehicle never went anywhere near Orlando.
Uthi ukuya ngobufakazi lobu be-AVL, imoto ayizange isondele ngase Orlando.
Kosenkantolo mina ngeke ngikwazi ukuphendula lokhu kwelokhuza yemoto ngoba ngishilo nalapha mkhosathi angiyazi indaba zemoto nemoto anginayo angikwazi ukuthi imoto ihambe kuphi yito engitshena nalapha phambi kwenkosi enkantolo.
My lord, I would not be able to respond on what is written on the AVL report as I do not know about vehicles, neither do I have a motor vehicle, and I do not know where that motor vehicle had went to.
And interesting enough, the place where you said you cannot dispute when I say it's Moroka police station, where it went to in the morning, is the very same place it returned to in the afternoon.
Uthi enye into nayi ke la imoto ibekade iye khona ekseni eMroka police station. Uthi nasemini iye yabuyela khona lapho eMroka police station.
Angaze nqabe inkosi enkantolo.
I did not dispute that.
So if you do not dispute that, where does this story of Orlando and ATMs and dumping, where does it feature?
Uma ingabe awukaze wanqaba lokho, le ndaba ye-Orlando nama-ATM nama nala kade kunendawo le othi yayikade igratiwe ingenaphi manje?
Angithi ngikhuluma inkosi enkantolo indawo le ngafike ngakhishwa kuye emotweni ngama.
My lord, I am referring to a place where I was taken out of the vehicle and stood there.
umshushisi kule police station akhuluma kuye akaze ngiphumela nokuphuma emotweni mina.
And the state, at the police station which they are referring to, I was never even removed out of the vehicle.
And then I'm putting it to you that the same place where I say you were at in the morning, it is the very same place, according to the AVN, that you returned to in the company of Sergeant Mokhane and Sergeant Mabena.
Uthi uyakutshela ke umshushisi ukuthi leyo ndawo lebo kade ukuyo ekseni yona leyo ndawo obokade ubuyele kuyo emini labo kade no Sergeant Mokhane no Sergeant Mabena.
Ngiyethemba Nkosi enkantolo la ngikhulumile ukuthi kule ndawo ebengikuyo ngiyile kuseni. Ngaphinde ngaya sekuthiwa khona amaphepha engawasayinanga sengisuka lapha bengade ngishawela khona.
I believe, my Lord, I did mention that that same place which I went to in the morning, I did go even in the afternoon as they had. I was informed that there were documents which I did not sign after I was assaulted.
Let us go slowly. So you confirm now that in the morning you were taken to Moroka police station as per evidence in this court.
Utasambe kancane uyavuma ukuthi ekseni uye wayisiwa eMroka police station njengoba ubufakazi busho njalo.
Ngithe phambi Nkosi enkantolo angazi mina ngoba igama ngangingalazi.
I said I did not know the name of that area.
Ngoba kusho yena ngizothi yebo.
However, as the state is saying it, I would agree.
And then now you're saying that because the paperwork was not complete, you were taken back there in that particular police station.
Manje uthi bathe ngoba kunamaphepha ongawagcwalisanga uye wabuyiselwa kuyo leyo police station.
Yebo sengisuka esigangeni lapha ngangishawela khona kwakuthiwa ngisayine khona.
Yes, after I had went to that open field where I was assaulted, and that's when I was told to sign.
So let me get this right. From Fosno Rice Court, you went to that place, return Orlando. From that particular place, return Orlando, you went back to Moroka police station.
Kushukuthi ke ukusuka eFosloras enkantolo uye waya kule ndawo le ekutho ebeyikade ibhalwe Orlando bese kusuka lapho kule ndawo ebhalwe Orlando waya eMroka police station.
Kunjalo Nkosi enkantolo.
That is correct, my lord.
But that version is fabrication, says. It's not supported by anything. It's not consistent with what the AVL says. It's not supported with what Mokhane says.
Uthi leyo ndaba ewuyishoyo wena uyaziqambela ngoba abukho ubufakazi obushoyo ukuthi nihambe kanjalo. Nayo iAVL ayisho ukuthi imoto ihambe kanjalo. NoMokhane naye uma ephana ngobufakazi akazange asho ukuthi nihambe kanjalo.
Ngiyethemba Nkosi enkantolo ngoba ngimlapha nje ngizokhuluma mina into eyenzeka kimi. Bengithele lezi ndaba zeimoto lezi mina ngizazi Nkosi enkantolo ukuthi isandla sokudla isandla sonxele isiphi la angizazi lezi ndaba zeimoto lezi.
I believe, my lord, I am here to testify about what happened. This part of the vehicle I would not know it, as I would not know whether it turned left or right.
Let us proceed now. Now the vehicle is at Moroka police station. Where did the vehicle travel to?
Imoto mayisese iseMroka police station yona iye yaqhubeka yayapi.
Maqedwe Nkosi enkantolo imoto ihambile ngangayibona ukuthi ihamba kuphi ama ngaze ngayibona isimila elokhuzeni angazi kupho ngoba umkhani wangena wehla ngibona ngegama le police station mana ngawubona ukuthi kwagcwele amaveni amaphoyisa lapha phandle.
The vehicle drove off, my lord, and I did not know where did it go to. I only saw that it was at a particular police station, as there were other police vans, and Mokhane had went inside.
So this is the second police station of the day.
The police station is being kulelo la.
Yebo Nkosi enkantolo ngoba sasuka lapha sikhona sahamba ngangabona ukuthi imoto yami ngayibona la safika sama khona kwagcela amavena umhani wangena wehla. Wangena nje ngaphakathi ngashiyeka emontweni.
Yes, my lord, that would be the second police station of the day, as we had left the first one, and then at the second one, that's when Mokhane alighted the vehicle and went in, as there were other police vehicles.
Lapho khona uSergeant Mabena atsa khona ifone ethi ekhuluma nomphathi ngeza ethi ekhuluma ethi lo mphathi angazwe ekhuluma namuphi umphathi wakhe.
That is when Sergeant Mabena answered the call, and he was speaking to his leader referred to as Mpati, I did not know whom was he speaking to.
And then how long did Mokhane take in that particular police station?
Umukhane uthathe isikhathi esingakanani kuleya police station?
wangena ngaphakathi isikhathi ngengikwazi usimeshina mina Nkosi enkantolo.
He went inside. I am unable to mention how long he took.
And then from that particular police station, where did the car go to?
Ukusuka kuleyo police station, imoto iye yayapi?
Ukusuka police station Nkosi enkantolo angiyazi imoto yahamba yakuba ngoba ngayibona mina sengiphuma i-toll gate le ngiyaziyo vele mangisuka eMarikana le Balti Marikana bakwena ibheke iyongena edrobheni eRustenburg.
From there, my lord, I do not know where the vehicle went to. However, I saw and noticed a toll gate which I normally use when I go into Marikana, as the toll gate was Marikana and going into Northwest Mali.
It was put to Sergeant Mokhane on the 15th of November 2023 on page 63 of the record that near Ring Road around 1522 that the instruction of accused 2 is that at the time when he was taken out of the motor vehicle next to those steel pipes, steel tanks, he was tortured and electrocuted with a device.
Kuthiwa ke nge-15 zika November 2022 umnumzana uMokhane ngalesikhathi ela ephana ngobufakazi yena uye wabuzwa ukuthi umsolwa ngalesikhathi engase Ring Road ngo-22 minutes past 3 yena umsolwa uthi uye washawa wahlukunyezwa futhi wayenzwa washiswa nangalento le kade ikhipha into yogesi lento ebekade isetshenziswa le ngathi nogesi.
Ngiyethemba Nkosi enkantolo mina ngikhulume ngalapha engangishawela khona lekhosi nge-18 nange-19 nange-24 lapha engimeshine khona nge-19 kula ngase Orlando le ebuzwa ngumshushisi ngoba ngithi mina igoli angilazi ngeke ngisho lapha ngangekuphi.
My lord, I believe I did mention that I was assaulted on the 18th, 19th, and 24th. And the place where I was assaulted on the 19th, it was in Orlando. The place that the state is referring to, I do not know, as I have previously stated, that I do not know the
It was a version. It was a version that was put to Sergeant Mokhane. That is your instruction.
Uthi udaba olatshelwa uSergeant Mokhane ukuthi wena uthe ummeli wakho amtshele uSergeant Mokhane ukuthi wena ushawele ngale ngase Ring Road.
Nkosi enkantolo ngiyethemba ubaba uMngomezulu nguye owatshena uMokhane lokho Nkosi enkantolo mina amagama noma ubaba uMngomezulu khona alikho igama engangalimeshina so ngeke ngikwazi ukuphendulela ubaba uMngomezulu Nkosi enkantolo ngoba ubaba uMngomezulu ukhona.
My lord, I believe Mr. Mngomezulu is the one that has put that to Mr. Mokhane, and I would not be able to speak on his behalf as he is present in court.
But
Sorry. What is the imputation? You're saying it was put that to Sergeant Mokhane that at about 3:22, is it?
That's correct.
What happened?
That is the instruction of accused 2.
Yeah.
That it was the time when he was taken out of the motor vehicle next to those steel pipes, steel tanks where he was tortured.
Wait. Next to the steel tanks.
Yes, and steel pipes.
Steel pipes and steel tanks. Okay, fine.
Where he was tortured, electrocuted with a device.
Okay.
Ngoba kuthiwa ile ndawo le wena uthi bekade kuneyinsimbi namatangi weyinsimbi la uye washawa khona futhi bona bashokana ngalento le ebekade bayiphethe.
Nkosi enkantolo khona bese ngidideka khona ukuthi lapha sikhuluma ngale iphilanga kahle ngoba manje lento akhuluma ngayo into yange-18 mina ngikhuluma ngendaba ye-19 so asengiyalahleka lapho manje sengifuna ukwazi kahle ukuthi ikuphi lapho ngibuza khona ngibuza nge-18 or ngibuza nge-19.
My lord, I'm now getting confused on whether am I being asked with the occurrences of the 18th or the 19th, because the ones that the state is referring to it's the occurrence of the 18th.
Yeah, that is the confusion that we're having. That what happened on the 18th also happened. And that's when your version changed. Hence, I'm asking you this question.
Uthi naye ilolo kudideka o analo ngoba lento yenzakele nge-18 futhi uthi yenzakele nange-19 yona impica abadala ukuthi babhekene nayo na.
Nge-19 Nkosi enkantolo akaze ngikhulume ngamatanka ngingangishawula tshela ngamatanka ngikhulume ngegate le engangiyibona lapha engangemkhona ngibanjwe ngobuthelezi ngapha nomunye omhlophe engangalazi igama lakhe.
My Lord, on the 19th, I never said I was assaulted at the tanks. I said I was held by Buthelezi and another person who is light in complexion, whom I do not know their name or their surname.
The court, we went on greater detail trying to find out where is this place. And then Sergeant Mohan testified before this court. That is, he says, it's a shopping complex wherein they went in to buy water and chips.
Inkantolo iye yabuza ukuthi ikuphi leyo ndawo. Sergeant Mokhani yena uye wathi yindawo la kuthengiswa khona la ukuthi baye baphuma bayothenga amanzi nama chips.
Angeke ngiphendule Nkosi enkantolo itoka Mkhani mina.
I would not respond on what Mokhani had said, my Lord.
And then furthermore, on the question of water, it was also taken further by your counsel to say that when you electrocuted with this device, there was water involved.
Futhi ummeli wakho uye wathi ngalesikhathi beze bebekushisa ngalento lebe kade beyiphethe futhi namanzi wayekade ekhona.
Amanzi yebo ayekhona abangithela ngaba ngithi.
Yes, there was water that I was poured with.
Now, let us conclude this version. Did it happen or not happen on the 19th of June 2020, around this time that I've alleged?
Uthi asiqedeke le ndaba le. Le ndaba iyenzakele nge-19 noma nge-18 zika June ngaleso sikhathi sika 1522.
Nkosi enkantolo mina ukushubhwa ngoplastic qalo nge-18.
My Lord, I was firstly choked with a plastic on the 18th.
Lapha engangithela khona ngamanzi ngize ngibona amathanka la ngangiwabona ngwabukela phesheya lapha.
And that is when I was poured with water as I saw those tanks which I saw from a distance.
Lapha engathela khona ngamanzi okokuqala lokho.
And I was poured with water for the first time.
Ngelanga lesibili lapha ngangimkhona phambi kwegate la ngangilibona ukuthi lalibhalwe Orlando.
The second day, it's when I was near a gate which was written Orlando.
Lapha sekukhona khona lo baba lo ngangigibela emotweni babura phatha kuthiwa ngisayina amaphepha la ngangingawazi Nkosi enkantolo.
And there is when there was this particular gentleman whom I did not know, and I was informed that he was Rapadu, and I was supposed to sign documents which I also did not know.
Lapha ngaphinde ngashawa khona Nkosi enkantolo.
And that is when I was assaulted once more.
So it is I want to understand you well. I don't want to put words into your mouth. This particular version that it happened near Ring Road after 1522, it never happened.
Uthi umshushisi akafuni ukugwinyisa amazwi le ndaba yokuthi wena ubukade ungase Ring Road ngabo 1522 kusho ukuthi imizuzu nje ngemva kwehora lesithathu ayizange yenze.
Angikwazi umgwaqo lapha Nkosi enkantolo mina.
I do not know the name of the road, my Lord.
I'm not asking you the direction, Mr. Ntanzi. I'm saying this assault, did it happen or not happen?
Uthi akakubuzi ukuthi umgama lomgwaqo yeliphi. Ubuza ukuthi
Please record, Madam. I do not intend to interject this way of cross-examination unnecessary, but I think let's stay into the very honest with this witness here. Because this witness consistently keeps on saying, I do not know the names of the roads there. At least if you were to say, according to you, this type of an assault, and then just try to give an example of how the assault actually happened, then probably that would give a clue as to what is it that the state wants to get from the witness. But to simply say to the witness, did this incident happen in the Ring Road or not? That is very unfair to this witness after he had repeatedly told this court that I do not know the names of the roads there. Thank you, my Lord.
Yes, Mr.
My Lord,
Sibande.
it is in line with the AVL, and the difficulty that I have, the assault is being duplicated in all these places that he mentions. So I cannot say this was particular in this particular incident.
Sorry, you're saying this ring road
Yes,
appears on the AVL,
on the AVL, yes.
that the vehicle traversed
There-
that road,
That's correct.
right? To where?
On its way to Pokeng, my Lord.
Okay, so it was on its way to Phuket.
That's
Does
correct.
it mention the time?
If I can just go back to the AVL. It says 2020-06, 1915, 22 minutes and 32 seconds, access idly near Ring Road, Newmarket Park, Albertine.
So it was in Alberton, not in Soweto.
No, in Albertine now, on their way out.
Okay, fine.
And then it went on a greater length to say that that particular place, it has always been a complex. And the impression that was created was that it was, at some stage, when this incident happened, it was not a complex in that particular area, my Lord.
Okay, that's. So you're saying that the witness is in Soweto, in Orlando, and you are saying Ring Road is in Alberton.
My Lord, no.
What are you saying?
This is what I'm saying.
Yes.
The witness says,
Yeah.
from that particular police station,
Which is what?
he doesn't mention that particular police station. And we contend that from Moroka police station, when Maben and Mokhane went to fetch the USB and keys, they then undertook a trip to Pokeng. And then on their way to Pokeng, Mokhane testifies that they went to this place, Newmarket, where they bought Simba chips as well as water. And in the stop in that particular area, it was 37 minutes. And then they proceeded with their trip to Pokeng. And the version that was put is that in that stop, particular stop, accused was taken off out of the motor vehicle. He was then taken to those steel pipes when he was tortured and assaulted. And he also cheated.
Can you interpret that, Mr. Interpreter?
Uthi ke umshushisi njengoba nani kade nisendleleni niya ePhukeni kula ukuthi niye nadlula kulomgwaqo le iRing Road la ukuthi ubufakazi uthe ummeli wakho wena uye wakhishwa emotweni washawa khona lapho ngase Ring Road.
Nkosenkantolo mina ngishawele la ngabona khona ibhodi lalibhawuthi Orlando ngisamile lapho Nkosenkantolo.
My Lord, I still maintain that I was assaulted at an area where I saw a board that mentioned Orlando.
My Lord, I will go to the record so that I can settle this issue.
You want to go now?
No, the record. When they're bringing the laptop. Okay, I'll start reading from
Page.
it's page 58. Mr. Mgomezu, let me clarify.
page 58, the date,
15 November 2023.
15 November 2022.
23.
Sorry. Okay, fine, yeah.
Mr. Mngomezulu, let me clarify this for you. For you to have a better understanding, do you see 1417, is it 1417 or 1412? Mr. Mukhani, yes, I can see it. Where it reflects Ring Road, New Market. Mr. Mukhani, yes. That place is in Albertine, Mr. Mngomezulu. Mr. Mukhani, I'm listening. Which off-ramp, if you were driving from N3, you were going to take when you were going to Albertine, which off-ramp were you taking? Mr. Mngomezulu, may I put it in this way? When you're driving a vehicle, at times you see these boards, but you forget them. I see a board, however, I will not recall today on what was written on the board. So let me move to page 59. Mr. Mngomezulu, what I wanted to give clarity on is the fact that...
Same day, sir. Remember, I'm not looking at the record. Is it the same day?
Yes.
The 15th still?
Indeed so.
Okay, fine. Okay.
Mr. Mngomezulu, what I wanted to give clarity on is the fact that when you drove from Fosloras on A3, it is not the same off-ramp that you used to join New Market, but it is not the same off-ramp. I'm going to quickly draw the court's attention. Okay. On the proceedings of the same day, 15 November 2023, on page 63 now. Yes, here's the relevant section. Mr. Mngomezulu, to 1522, and the car was on excess idly. Do you see that, Mr. Mukhani? That is correct. Yes. Then, in between those times, it is a period of 40 minutes. Do you see that? Are you stating that's Mukhani? And the Mr. Mngomezulu, that is the instruction of accused 2, that was the time when he was taken out of the motor vehicle next to those steel pipes, steel tanks, where he was tortured with that electrocuted with a device. That was the time.
Okay. Yes, Mr. Rob.
And then it's very important as well to mention what was the response from Mukhani. If I recall very well, Mr. Mngomezulu, you had alleged that we took him to the steel pipe in Soweto, Orlando, before we took him to the officer Rapadi and officer Geninda came, and now you are saying we took him to steel pipe in Albertine. So there was an objection, my lord, for this.
Yes, Mr. PD, any comments?
My lord, the objection was raised by my learned colleague, Mr. Munisi. But
You don't have any objection.
we cannot dispute what is on record, my lord.
You can't dispute that.
Yes.
Okay. Yes, Mr. Munisi, they say you can't dispute. He says he can't dispute what is on record.
Yes, madam. I was only saying that let the state be fair to the witness as to what incident are they actually referring to. It has been cleared up.
It isn't cleared up. Okay, thank you. Yes, sir.
I really wanted the interpreter to also interpret to the accused person what I've read.
Umshushisi ke usanda kufunda laphayana izinto ebekade ummeli wakho Mngomezulu ebuza umnumzana uMkhani ngazo. Uye wathi kumnumzana uMkhani, ngiyakutshela ukuthi umsolwa uthe kimi ngikwazise ukuthi niye nathi manisuka laphayana esiphoyiseni umsolwa ke wayisiwa ngakule ndawo iRing Road la washawa khona futhi. Mnumzana uMkhani thema kaphendula wathi into engimangazayo ukuthi bewuthe umsolwa ushayelwe eOrlando la kuneyinsimbi, manje usewuthi ushayelwe eRing Road eAlbertine. Uthi enye into ukuthi bekade belibele kuphikisana ngayo, manje umshushisi bekade ngokwazise ngayo. Ummeli wakho uthi ngeke ayiphikise leyo nto leyo njengoba ibhaliwe ukuthi ngey 15 zika November 2023 kuye kwakhulunyiswa ngayo leyo ndaba leyo.
Yebo Nkosi enkantolo.
Yes, my lord.
Do you have any comment regarding that version?
Ikhona into ongathanda ukuyiphawula ngalolo daba ebekade libekwe ummeli wakho ukuthi wena uthe kuye abuze uMogani.
Cha Nkosi enkantolo ngeke ngikwazi ukuphendula ubaba uMgomezulu. Ngiyethemba mina ngoba ngemla ngishile isigameko lapho engangishawela khona Nkosi enkantolo.
No, my lord, I would not be able to respond on behalf of what Mr. Mngomezulu had said. I believe, as I testified here, I have mentioned the places where I was assaulted.
Ngoba nomgwaqo anzange ngize ngumeshini mithi lona umgwaqo osolona indlela eso cha ngithenje indawo zezangizazi ngangibona ngemoto lapho ifika ime khona Nkosi enkantolo.
Because, my lord, I also did not mention the name of the road. I have only mentioned that I was assaulted at such a place where I saw the motor vehicle stopping.
So now, in conclusion, that which I've read, that incident that I've read from the record of the 15th of November 2023, it never happened.
Manje uma sekagoqa umshushisi uthi le ndaba le ayifundile le yange 15 ka November 2023 ukuthi ummeli wakho uthe kuMogani wena uthe ushayiwe lapha eRing Road eAlbertine ayizange yenze.
Ngiyethemba phambi kwenkosi enkantolo sengisicacisile indawo engashawela kuzo mina.
I believe I have explained the places where I was assaulted.
Ukuthi ubaba uMgomezulu uyibeka kanjani phambi kwenkosi enkantolo angeke ngikwazi ukuphendula ubaba uMgomezulu Nkosi enkantolo.
On whether how Mr. Mngomezulu has put it on record, I would not be able to respond on that, my lord.
Okay, and then lastly, on this aspect, you're answering in relation to places where you were assaulted in, and I understand why you're saying that because you're not familiar with that area. But this particular assault, it never happened after, at least after you've been to Moroka police station, after you've been to Orlando, this never happened.
Uthi okugcina ngale ndaba ngemva kokuthi sowubuyile eMoroka police station sowudlulile nase Orlando awuzange ushawe futhi.
Nkosi enkantolo ngiyethemba sengikhulume kaningi lapha engangishawela khona phambi kwakho Nkosi enkantolo. Methi akaze ngishawa angezi ukuthi uqonda ukuthina umshushisi mina. Ngoba namanje lokho ngishilo phambi kwenkosi enkantolo ngoba ngelapha nje ngoba angisiye ngisho umuntu ogangayo. Inhliziyo yami ibhlungu Nkosi enkantolo.
My lord, as I have stated before this court many a times, that where was I assaulted, and my lord, as I am even standing here, I am heartbroken or in pain because I am not a criminal.
You see, your previous answer now invites me to ask you more questions.
Uthi manje impendulo le yakho sanda kuyiphana ngayo manje yenza ukuthi abuze eminye imibuzo eminingi.
Ukuthi inkosi enkantolo ngendlela leyo ekhuluma kimi ibhlungu kimi. Methi akaze ngishawa.
My lord, it's because the way the state is putting it to me that I was not assaulted, it's painful.
Okay, let's confine ourselves to the 19th of June 2020.
Uthi asikhulume ngeindaba zenge-19 June 2020 sibambe khona lapho kuyi-19.
Before you answer, I want a stage where you have left the police station. Now you are, as you put it, you saw the car in the vicinity of Bakwena toll gate.
Uthi ke ufuna uchaze la senihambile epolice station ubone imoto seyifika ngasebakwena toll gate.
Yebo ngoba i-toll gate engiphuma kuyo noma ngiyemarekana ngidlula kule toll gate ngiyahamba ngiyapha bengihlala khona eFreedom Park mangikade ngisendleni kaButhelezi ngiphuma kule toll gate ngetekisi ngiyayazi.
Yes, my lord, that is the toll gate that I regularly use. I know it as even when I would go home where I used to stay, I used to pass by that toll gate.
Okay.
Even when I go to Marikana.
Let's do this simple exercise in conclusion. You were assaulted at near engine garage, correct?
Uthi ushayiwe ngase engine garage.
Yebo nge-18.
That is correct, on the 18th.
And then the vehicles moved to a dumping area on the very same night you were assaulted?
Imoto yahamba yaya ngasendaweni la kulahlwa khona izibi ngalo lolo suku washawa futhi.
Yebo Nkosi enkantolo.
That is correct.
Then you were assaulted in this place near the ATMs at Orlando.
Washawa futhi ngasendaweni le ngaseduze nama ATM eOrlando.
Nge-19 angithi.
That was on the 19th.
That's correct.
Yebo Nkosi
I'm glad
enkantolo.
we're still together.
Uthi uyabonga ukuthi nisahambisana indlela yonke.
And then the first time when you were assaulted, it was somewhere at near Ring Road, New Market.
Okwesine uma sewushawa kwakade kungase Ring Road eNew Market.
Okwesine, okwesi-4.
Yes.
Azange ngithi mina ngashawula okwesi-4, ngishawe kathathu mina Nkosi enkantolo.
I never said I was assaulted 4 times. 4 times. I said I was assaulted 3 times.
Z18,
It was on the 18th,
Z19,
on the 19th,
Z24.
and on the 24th, my lord.
That's correct. My Lord, you see, we're almost reaching the end of the day. Can we adjourn until tomorrow for further cross-examination?
What's the time there?
It's 3:20.
Okay, fine. Let's adjourn then.